Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has decided to change the corporate name of his company to Meta. In fact, the move was a months-long discussion between the company and Zuckerberg regarding the metaverse, raised after discussion. It is being told that under the metaverse, Facebook will now grow from a social media platform as a company to a much wider presence. Claim users will get new technology and employment announcing metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg said that it will be a new ecosystem that will create millions of jobs for content creators. He says he is going to reshape Facebook and establish it as the future of computing. However, critics are seeing it as Zuckerberg's attempt to divert attention from the controversy arising out of the Facebook papers, leak and public relations. Understanding the metaverse broadly, it would be a seamless integration of the real and digital worlds, including the virtual world, says Marcus Carter, senior lecturer in digital cultures and SOR fellow at the University of Sydney. Technologies like reality, VR, and augmented reality AR will be used. This will open new technology as well as earning avenues for the users. Reality, massive data gathering will open the door to expanding your advertising empire, creating new opportunities. The concept of metaverse is encouraging for large companies as it will lead to new markets, social networks, electronics, and more. And opportunities for patents will arise. All in all, this will further enhance the advertising empire. Although you can definitely imagine why we need to be excited for this. Team started 7 years ago. Zuckerberg's announcement is the result of 7 years of exercise. Facebook made a step in this direction in 2014 itself. Then it spent $2 billion to acquire VR headset company Oculus. With the process of corporate acquisitions, investments and research had also begun. Oculus emerged as a lucrative campaign part of Facebook's creative project. Under Facebook, it dominated the VR market with a market share of more than 60%. This is attributed to the company's huge discounts from Facebook's advertising business and its integration with the mobile Quest VR headset. First used in 1990, the term metaverse was first used by science fiction author Neil Stephenson in his 1992 novel Snow Crash. With 10,000 people working on new technologies, Facebook, apart from Oculus, invested heavily in VR and AR. About 10,000 people are working on these technologies under Facebook Reality Lab. The company has announced the hiring of 10,000 more developers in the European Union to work on its metaverse computing platform. That is, this scheme is not new. She had been working on this for years. Users are determined, will not let the company take over as users. It is worrisome that the metaverse will open big doors to revenue for Facebook, which is building a digital advertising empire through data. Experts say users should be determined that the way Facebook has collected VR and AR headsets, a large amount of information about users and their surroundings. This information is the main attraction of Facebook. That is why it is developing these technologies by spending huge money. Specialist, it is said that through VR data, you can be identified by the movement of your body. That is, the fingerprint will be left behind somewhere in it. That's why Facebook wants to dominate the metaverse. Tech experts say the metaverse could redefine the way we work, think and socialize by moving away from the current landscape of social media. Under this, VR and AR can expand to become a part of our day-to-day technology on which we will become dependent. If we remember about a decade ago, then Facebook seemed to be a simple medium of interaction. But gradually it has built up huge revenues by increasing the power, control and monitoring using our data. In such a situation, Facebook wants to maintain a big source of income from its users by spreading its feet in the world of metaverse. Words like the internet and cyberspace refer to places we reach through screens. But this virtual reality, 3D games of virtual cities, and augmented reality, such as navigation overlays of Pokémon Go, mobile games, etc. multiple avenues of solution for society shared standards and protocols that combine disparate virtual worlds and augmented reality into a single, open metaverse. Bringing in can help people work together and cut down on duplication of effort. For example, a metaverse alliance in South Korea is a joint venture between companies and the government to create a free national VR platform, working towards making ready to grow. A big part of this is to solve the problems of the society through smartphones, 5G networks, augmented reality is exploring ways to combine virtual currency and social network. Like the internet, it will give birth to limitless possibilities. Similar claims of mutual cooperation were made in the early days of the internet. Today, the internet allows people all over the world has been successful in connecting extensively. The metaverse can increase the engagement of people and communities of the physical world will create possibilities to overcome obstacles. Helpful to be productive when we think about pandemics, climate disasters, or the metaverse can make our society more positive and productive. Who will get benefit? If a person studies a lot about big tech companies like Apple, Facebook, Google, and Microsoft, if he does, he will realize that technological advancement is inevitable and the metaverse falls into this category. Society through these one cannot live without thinking about the impact it has on politics and culture. Mark Zuckerberg said, "We have learned a lot while battling social issues and being together on very close platforms, and now is the time to start a new chapter by experiencing what we have learned."